Hey, welcome to Games Vitae. My name is Mod J. Today we are doing a wrap up of the holiday season and some New Year's musings to kind of see which way I want to go with the channel for the coming year. Before we get started, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. We really want to get this channel up and going a little bit more than it has. So, if you could just do me that favor, share, like, subscribe, comment. Please comment. I'm going to be asking for some specific comments in this video to kind of determine what you'd like to see next. So, let's get started. The wrap up is to talk about the games that I was going to try and get played over the Christmas holidays, which for me ended on January 8th. I had a list of 12 games that was in my last video, and I'm going to be pretty honest with you up front. I didn't expect to get all 12 played. It was something that you shoot for the top of the mountain, you might hit the middle. And that's about basically what happened. I played about, I think 7 games. I'll have to check. And I tried to play a couple others, but some of the games weren't on the list originally, mainly because I got them at Christmas time. So I didn't really know to put them on the list. So let's start off with the games that I played in order. The first one I played, well, caveat, I mentioned this in my last video. I didn't play this game. I panicked on the teach, so I bailed out and was the rules master, and it was Fall of the Mountain King. I tried to get this to the table again, but it just didn't fly. I don't know if that was because the people who did play it didn't like it as much, or it didn't ring a bell, or I don't know. But this is a tableau style game where you build the tableau by overlapping different cards and then placing markers on like symbols to take those actions, and area control mixed in. And I really liked this game. I want to play it myself. So I'm probably going to set up a solo play for this and see if I can master the teach a little bit better and see if we can get to the table. So I'm counting this as played, even though I didn't play it. So if you want to count that as half a play, then count that as half a play. All right, so Fall of the Mountain King. I really want to get that back to the table. Another one that I said in the last video that I played before I made the video for the holidays is Tidal Blades Heroes of the Wreath. Gosh, this is a big box. It just keeps going and going and going. It's like that monolith from 2001 Space Odyssey. Anyway, Tidal Blades Heroes of the Wreath. I did play this one. It was a really good game. It's a dice builder, worker placement. Notice I didn't say dice placement. It's a worker placement, dice builder, boss battler game, set collection. It's got a lot of stuff going on for it. I wish I could keep the box up here. It's just way too big. It's a really good game. I got this specifically to try and get my daughter to play with me, but she wouldn't play it with me. She's for some reason kind of dug her heels on in on whether she wants to play board games or not. So anyway, Tidal Blades Heroes of the Reef, definitely a thumbs up, and I think this one has a little bit of steam going for it. My wife mentions it in possibilities to play when we do get games out. So that's 2 people in that corner. So Tidal Blades Heroes of the Reef did get played. Okay, next is Quest, the big box Avalon edition, Avalon big box edition. I found out when I opened this contains 2 games. It contains the game Quest, which is kind of a streamlined version of Avalon, I guess, and it contains Avalon. we only played Quest, and it like immediately got compared to Secret Hitler, and I can see why. I can see why. It's very similar. It just has the addition of hidden roles in it, and I think I think it's a good game. I'd like to try Avalon to see if uh, it adds complexity to it, because I don't know. It to me it didn't have a lot of punch. Um, I don't think it's a bad game, and it's not like, well, I tried it, I'm getting rid of it now. No, I'm definitely I'm gonna keep this. I think it's great for larger groups. We played with kind of a smaller group, like 5 or 6 players, and this can play up to 10. So I kind of got this for a larger group anyway. So I'd like to try this with a bigger group. Good social deduction game. And anyway, yeah, good play. So that was play number 3 of the holidays. Oh, see here. What next? Let's do this one. This is one I didn't have on the list for the last video for the 12 games of Christmas. I didn't even have it on my Christmas list. I got it out of the blue. It is Nidavellir. Nidavellir is a blind bidding game, set collection type game. Yeah, I'd say best description is set collection type. Um, it's interesting. You can, in your bidding, you use these tokens to bid to be the first or higher up in the order of picking cards. And the bidding tokens can be upgraded in and of themselves, and the bidding tokens count for endgame points. So it's in your best interest to raise up the value of those tokens, both for endgame points and to set you higher up in priority in the bidding. Now, if you do that too much, you can miss out on good cards because you're busy upgrading these tokens that could be used to get you into better card drafting position. So it's a great game. I first time I played it, I thought I was like, wow, this is a really good game. Second time I played it, I was like, okay, yeah. Third time I played it, it was like, hmm. So I'm not quite sure what it is that's kind of made the excitement go down, but I don't get me wrong, I still like this game. I just want to see if I can get the nuances of it better and see if there's something I'm missing that is making the excitement not present every time. Uh, Either way, I think it's a good game. If you haven't tried it, it's very accessible. The rules are not hard, and yeah, Nidavellir. So that was play number 4. Play number 5. I was so glad I got this game. The Lost Ruins of Arnak. This game is so good. I love this game. It's deck building, it's worker placement, it's boss battling, it's resource management, it's research tracks. It's just so good. Uh, I played it on Board Game Arena earlier this year, but I wasn't counting that for a game that I've played before. This one we actually got tabled, and it's just a great game. Came with a little nick in it, but I'm okay with it. Uh, yeah, I love this game. This is just a really good game. So that was play number what? 5. Play number 5 of the holidays. Okay, play number 6. Oh. Chicken. Chicken, if you look it up on like Board Game Geek, it's chicken with an exclamation point. That's literally how you find the game, as opposed to a million other games that have the word chicken in it. This is supposedly a press your luck dice game, but it really fell flat for me. It really fell flat. After the first time playing it, I was already trying to think of ways that I could make it better, and that's not a good sign. It's a press your luck game that on your turn, the most you can roll is 2 times. So it's a press your luck game that takes the excitement out of pressing your luck. The end game score trigger is 25. It's a very low scoring press your luck game, which is another, in my opinion, strike against it. I really like the mechanic in it that there's symbols on the dice. There's chickens, there's foxes, and there's eggs, and there's blanks. But if you roll eggs, that means you can add more dice to your pool, and hence a bigger risk reward thing. I think they could have actually made the risk reward a little bit more punchy, more serious, but they didn't, and it makes me wonder where this is going to be in my collection in 2 years. Is it going to be collecting dust? Is it going to be actively played? Am I going to house rule it? What am I going to do? I had it on my list for a specific reason, but even for that reason, to me it's fallen flat. So this, I didn't really mean to give a review for this game right now, but I guess I just did. Chicken, play number 6. Okay, last full game played that was new to me was Maple Valley. Played it 2-player with my daughter, and I like this game. This game is the sequel to Creature Comforts, so it's of the same setting as Creature Comforts was. Personally, after playing this, I think Maple Valley is a more accessible game. I think it goes smoother. It plays in a shorter play time. I just think that it's a little bit more of an accessible game. Would I say it's a better game? No, I wouldn't say that. I think they're different games. Yeah, I don't think it's fair to compare them, value wise, when they're so different. It's a worker placement / worker movement game, resource contract fulfillment, and kind of a group contract fulfillment mechanism as well. So it's something that I really kind of like. It's got a really good table presence too. The art by Shauna Tenney, and the game design by Roberta Taylor. The second one they've done together. It's a great game, a great family game, and it played well. So 2-player game, it worked well. I think it would play better with more, and you can play up to 5. Yeah, you can play up to 5. I got the deluxe version. It comes with really nice inserts, really good components. Maple Valley. Okay. This last one was the only one that came close to getting played. I had studied the rules, the teach, and every day for Christmas break, I was saying, hey, let's do this. Hey, let's do this. Hey, let's do this. And it got to the point I was trying to push to get the game played more than I was keeping up on how to play it. So finally, like last day of Christmas break, my daughter, the same daughter that played Maple Valley with me, said, let's play. Oh, let me get it. That's right. Unsettled. Unsettled is a cooperative puzzle-solving escape type game. And there's complexity in how to play it into, to make the turns go smoothly, and everything you can do. If it's not your turn, you can still be involved by offering some actions that you have available to you to assist the active player. And there's a lot going on. I don't know that it's overly, I don't know, inaccessible. I wouldn't say that. I would say that the mechanisms on action tracking and the different things going on that block actions and anyway, a lot of things they take getting used to. And like I said, I let the rules go rusty, and that's part of being a board gamer is that you've got to, if you're bringing a new game to the table, you've got to stay fresh. And I didn't. So we got this all set up. We tried to play through. I don't know. I don't even know if we got through a round, but I learned from my mistakes. I learned such that hopefully the next play will go smoother. But anyway, we didn't get that played. I thought it was worth mentioning, though. Some side notes from the rest of the group that I wanted to play with. This one did get mentioned, but it got mentioned at a time that it just wasn't going to get played because the playing time is between 2 and 3 hours, and it got mentioned at a time that we didn't have 2 and 3 hours. And yeah, you could like pause it and come back to it, but I've seen that happen too many times in my house. Generally, if you pause a game, you come home and you're not in the mood to play a game anymore, or you want to do something else, or whatever. So it could have gotten to the table had it been more ready. I don't know. So that's one. Another one, mind management. It's right here. Let me get it out. Mind management. I was ready on this. And I found out that after having played the training mode, that at least 3 people in the house that played the training mode with us don't like the game. And I'm going like, you got to be kidding me. You haven't even played the game yet. The training mode just introduces you to how to, the very, very basics. It's so stripped down. You have no idea how this game plays. And I don't know how easy this is going to get to the table because of that. Which is really too bad, because this game, based off the full version of the game, really can play well. So this, I might have to warm them up to this one. So that's mind management. Great Wall never even got touched. It's still in shrink. Vindication, it's up top. I'm not getting it down. Still in shrink. Let's see. What else? I'm sure there are a few others on that list. I think this City of the Great Machine was an honorable mention. Didn't even come close to getting played. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, Twilight Struggle. It got mentioned, but it's a fairly complex game. I never got back to the rule to really studying the rules. It didn't get played. Yeah, I think that's it. So that's the holiday wrap up. Now for the New Year's musings. There's some ideas that I have, but I'm not quite sure whether that's going to really get a lot of views. And that's kind of the point of what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get the views up. A lot of content creators do top 100s or top 25s or whatever. And I've thought of that, and I'm not quite sure how I would go about doing that. So if you guys want a top 100 or a top 25 or top 50 or whatever, let me know in the comments. And I will try and come up with a rating scale that would reasonably express how I view these games in my pantheon. Okay, so that's one thing that I've pondered on doing, and I kind of want to do it, but tell me in the comments if you want to see it. Let me know, and I'll do it. If you don't want to see it, let me know. Okay. Let's see. What else was I gonna do? Oh, uh, I've also thought of talking about some games that I want and talking about them on the channel. These are games that are actually would actually be very hard to get. So I think that would have some value. So let me know in the comments if you want to see that. I'll do that. I think that's the gist of it. I think there was something else, but I can't remember it right off the top of my head right now. Yeah. Anyway, I have some unboxings that I've never put out there. I'm thinking of trying to get them up too. I've got footage of them. Why not put them up? And yeah, I think that's it. We did play some other games during the holiday. We played. Did we? No, I don't think we did. I take that back. Anyway, before I start rambling on too long, I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for tuning in and subscribing to the channel. Share it with your friends, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.